Day one is in the books. We are looking at the best players available for day two of the NFL draft. What is up, Finn fans? Day one is in the book. Miami Dolphins take Kenneth Grant. Let's real quick look back at day one and see who was taken already. So at the back end, Josh Simmons goes to Kansas City. He has some injury history, but he goes there. Of course, Jahad Campbell goes to the Philadelphia Eagles because, why not? If a player falls back and has some type of injury, he'll go to the Eagles and it'll be fantastic. I wanted Jahad Campbell so bad, and of course he goes to the Eagle. Bills take Maxwell Hairston. He's not bad. He's fast. He's a fast corner, but that one's a little head scratching. Malik Starks going to the Ravens was really good pick for them. James Pierce Jr., I don't know why they traded up for him. Jackson Dart, surprising here. Outside of that, nothing is really that surprising. Gray Zabel going 18, that kind of sucked. Walter Nolan gone 16. Omari Hampton. Omarion Hampton was interesting to me, seeing him go in the first. I didn't think he'd go in the first, but again, what do we know? Donovan Jackson going 24 to the Vikings. I really liked him. I thought he would still be there in the second round. Unfortunately, he is not. But yeah, and even Mel Kiper Jr. said a lot of NFL teams had Kenneth Grant high on their board. So I know people are still like, what a reach. I don't think it was a reach, I'm being honest with you. But a lot of the good picks at the end of the first. So looking in the second round, the Miami Dolphins are picking 16th. So the Dolphins have to sit back and hope that these 15 teams do not take some of the players that I'm going to name. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 players I'd like the Dolphins to possibly take. Some could probably be there in round 3, but we're sitting here at 16. And in round 3, we're all the way back at 98. If I am the Miami Dolphins and I like somebody that's sitting up here or whatever, take the 4s and the 5s. We have 2 4s and we have 2 5s and move on up. They really, really, really should move up in the third. If they like someone sitting there, again, you have 2 4s and 2 5s. Go get your guy. Don't sit back and hope and pray. Give a 4 and a 5, give a whatever to move up to get your guy if you like him. So, with that being said, let's look at some of the best available. Now, I'm going to use ESPN just because theirs is pretty. It varies because you see here Jonas Avaianea, they have him first. I do love Jonas Avaianea, Tate Ratledge, Marcus Embo, Miles Frazier. I like all of these guys. Now, will Jonas Avaianea still be there when the Miami Dolphins are drafting 16? If he is, you take him, and I feel so much better about the situation. But that is, I don't know if Jonas Avaianea is going to be there. Again, we got a lot of ways to go. Right now, you're looking at Cleveland. They need a quarterback, offensive tackle, wide receiver. Could they take Jonas Avaianea? They have 2 options at Jonas Avaianea, which scares the crap out of me. Then you have Houston here. They could take Jonas Avaianea because, again, they need offensive line help. Tennessee. I'm looking at I don't think the Patriots would take him. Raiders might take him. I don't think Chicago takes him. Saints already took an offensive lineman. Jets already took an offensive lineman. Did the 49ers take an offensive lineman? They took a pass rusher, so the 49ers could possibly take him. Cowboys won't. So it's it gets real fishy. There's 4 or 5, maybe 6 teams that could take Jonas Avaianea before it gets to Dolphins at 16. Scares the crap out of me. But then again, You have Tate Ratledge. So if Jonas Savaigne is gone, Tate Ratledge is a possibility. Miles Frazier, all of these guys as well. I like Dylan Fairchild, but I feel like Dylan Fairchild might be a third round grab for the Dolphins. Then we have on the defensive side, we have corners. Will Johnson is still sitting there. Now, Will Johnson is dealing with, he had a shoulder injury, he had turf toe, and then to put everything on top of that, he did not do much in his pro day because he had a hamstring injury. Now you can see here they had him 10th ranked overall. He fell out of the first. Same thing with Shedeur Sanders, but they had him 35th ranked. I don't see him making it. Will Johnson, I think someone will trade up for him, but also I don't see him making it like past the like 9th. And if he does, then, it'd be crazy. Jets might, but it's injuries. He's got a ton of injuries that he is dealing with. So I don't know. Also, you have Siobhan Revell Jr. I do like him, but he is dealing with a torn ACL in 2024. So again, he could fall. You got Trey Amos. Trey Amos, I think, will be the first one taken out of this cornerback group. You have Benjamin Morrison. He dealt with a hip injury in 2024 as well. I do like Darian Porter. I do love Jacob Parrish. But again, these guys might be third rounders as well. Zai Alexander, where'd he go? I like him. He could possibly be a third rounder taken for the Dolphins. Then you have safety. You have Nick Emanwari. Again, 6'3", 220. And you look at these corners as well. 6'2". Siobhan Revell, 6'2". Trey Amos, 6'1". Benjamin Morrison, 6 foot. These guys are all big corners. Really like these guys. But again, will he be there? Then you have Kevin Watson Jr., 6'2". I like him as well. And then you have Xavier Watts, who's 6 foot. And a guy who probably will be there and might be a possibility in the third is Andrew Makuba. I like him as well. So again, to me personally, there are 12 players that I like. Cornerback, it's obviously Will Johnson, Siobhan Revell, Trey Amos, and Benjamin Morrison. 3 of them are dealing with an injury. So you're taking a gamble with the 3 of them. But again, Will Johnson is a top 10 talent. To get him in the second is ridiculous. You just got to hope and pray stays healthy. For the guard position, Jonas Savaigne, Tate Ratledge, Marcus Mbow, Miles Frazier. They could go tackle and possibly move him inside with like but like Irsay 6'6". Trapilo is 6'8". He's going to be a tackle. Charles Grant possibly can move him inside. He's 6'5". I don't know if you really would move these guys inside. So again, those are the guys I like. And for safety, Nick Emanwari, Xavier Watts, Kevin Winston Jr., and Andrew Makuba. Again, Andrew Makuba might be a third round pick. So if the Dolphins can get a guard of some sort, whether Jonah Savaigne falls, that's the name I'm going to be watching. When we're live tomorrow at 7 o'clock, I'm going to be holding my breath that Jonas Savaigne just falls. No one takes him. He keeps falling. He keeps falling. For whatever reason, he keeps falling. Obviously someone's going to take Shedeur Sanders. Someone's going to take Will Johnson. Like, you look at the best players available and you see where Jonas Savaigne falls. It's like down there. It's like 24th. Oh, oh, God, please. 24th ranked, the Dolphins are picking 16th, right? You got Will Johnson, Mike Green, Nick Emanwari, Donovan Azukora, Darius Alexander, the defensive tackle. You got Henderson, the running back at Trevon Henderson, Siobhan Revell, Shedeur Sanders, Elijah Arroyo, Trey Amos, Jaden Higgins, the wide receiver, Mason Taylor, Jared Wilson, the center, Shamir Turner, the defensive tackle as well, Trey Harrison, the wide receiver. Like, there's so many of these players that are, in their eyes, in ESPN's eyes, ranked higher than Jonas Savaigne. So if the NFL feels the same way and Jonas Savaigne falls to Miami at 16, take him. That is where I'm at right now. That is the hope and pray that I have for the Miami Dolphins, is that they take him. Now, if you go by their whatever, and let me see, when 48, and then you go all the way to 90. Oh God, trade up. 98. So that's 16. Sorry, I'm trying to do math right now. 16, that's 50. 58 picks. Who do they have like in the 50s? LSU Edge, Jalen Milroe, Darian Porter. Darian Porter's not bad. Jonas Sanker, Quincy Riley, Ty Robinson, if they want to double down on, again, if it's at the point where they double down on defensive tackle and they take like a Ty Robinson, who I like a lot as well, then when free agency starts or when the draft's over, you go out and get yourself a corner. Double down. Rasul Douglas and Asante Samuel Jr. Go get 2 corners. Just do it. There's still a lot of talent, though. There's still a lot of talent. Obviously, not all of these are top notch, plug and play. Like they have Andrew Makuba 63rd ranked. So that's a possibility with that 3rd overall pick. Demetrius Knight Jr., that linebacker, he's good. Again, Darian Porter. I'm trying to look at the 3rd round pick right now for you guys to see if like everyone goes when people think they're going to go. Jacob Parrish could be a corner that could be taken. Parrish has an outstanding 10-yard split. He ran the 4th fastest 4.35 for corner. Those numbers reflect what he shows on tape. He runs with receivers and press. He recovers well when he get caught out of position. Quickly breaks on the ball. Parrish speed allows him to change direction and mirror receivers getting in and out of breaks. He primarily played outside, but he also has over the slot at Kansas City. So I like Jacob Parrish. He's 5'10". He's on the shorter side, but I want to be against that. So there's a lot. There's still a lot of talent in this draft. But give me Jonas Savaiinaea tomorrow in the 2nd round, and then we'll see how the corners fall and the safeties fall in the 3rd, possibly trade up. But my pick for the Dolphins at 48 is Jonah Savaiinaea. It's going to be a name I'm going to be watching all day tomorrow. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you like at 48 and 98? Would you trade up in the 3rd? Comment below. Let me know. And I'll see you tomorrow. Or it's tomorrow. I'll see you later today at 7 o'clock. But like usual, stay classy. If ends up.